I'm Carlo Ratti. I'm professor at MIT, where I run a Sensible City Lab and also a design office called Carlo Ratti Associati. We think it's a very interesting time in cities, and the reason is that all those technologies that change our lives over the past 10 or 20 years, they're now entering physical space. It's about the internet becoming Internet of Things, and as such, the way we understand, we design, and we live in cities is being radically transformed. Many people call this smart cities. We like to call it more like sensible city. We think the emphasis should be on the human side, not on the technological side of things. Let me just share 4 numbers about cities: 2, 50, 75, and 80. Cities are only 2% of the crust of the planet, but they're 50%, actually a bit over 50% of the population. They're 75% of energy consumption, 80% of CO2 emissions. So if we can do something to make our cities more efficient, more sustainable, that can be a big deal for the planet. A lot of these technologies about smart or sensible cities, they all have these kind of 2 components. One component is about sustainability. It's about saving energy, being more flexible, so we don't have some of the waste that we had in the 20th century. It can be about transportation, about energy, about waste management, you name it. But the other component is that in doing that, we often are allowed to share more. And so that's another crucial component of the city, is about sociability. Anything such as ride-sharing apps, Uber, Lyft, and so on, or sites for sharing apartments. Think about Airbnb, or what is happening with self-driving cars today. Well, all of this is part of the same phenomenon. It's about the ability today we have to tag our physical environment and interact with it in a more dynamic way. Traffic is one example, but there's many others. Mayor Bloomberg in New York was obsessed with data. He had a sign that went, "In God we trust, everybody else bring data." And so he made a lot of data accessible in the city of New York. So we started using one of the databases that were made accessible in New York about trips. And it's about all the trips by taxi in Manhattan and all of the region. Well, when you look at that and you develop new analytics in order to analyze the data, what you discover is quite interesting. In Manhattan, you could take everybody to destination exactly when they need to be there, give or take a couple of minutes, but with 40% less cars than what we have today. So if we were ready to share mobility, we could actually run a much leaner infrastructure just by pooling trips. And every trip you pool, it means 1 vehicle less on the street, on the road. It means less congestion, less pollution, and less energy consumption. I would say the city has always been a canvas, has been a canvas for society, has been a canvas for our dreams. Today, that canvas is not only just a physical canvas, it's also a digital one.